In a world that runs on urgency, where your value is measured by how busy you are, how loud you are, and how fast you move. I want to speak to the woman who is tired, not just physically, but tired in her spirit. You used to care about beauty. You used to iron your clothes the night before. You used to prepare your outfits for Sunday, not because anyone told you to, but because it felt good to be prepared. But lately, life has felt messy, chaotic, and you've started grabbing whatever's clean and running out the door. Today, I want to invite you back to a slower, softer, more intentional rhythm, back to elegance. Because the truth is, removing the elegance from a woman is not harmless. It removes the calm from her home. It removes the dignity from her presence, and eventually, it removes her identity. Part 1. The cost of modern chaos. Somewhere along the way, society told us that softness is weakness, that self-care is selfish, that fashion doesn't matter. But I want you to look around. We are living in the most hyper-connected generation, and yet women feel lonelier than ever, more stressed than ever, more disconnected from themselves than ever. We rush through the week. We eat in front of screens. We don't even sit at the table anymore. Not alone, not with family. We wear clothes that do nothing for our posture, our presence, or our peace. And we call that freedom. But what we've lost is the order, the beauty, the pride we once took in showing up as our best, not our fastest. And when there's no order in our outer world, the inner world follows. Part 2. Sunday elegance. Why it matters. That's why Sundays matter. For generations, Sunday was more than a day of rest. It was a reset, a sacred space for the woman of the house to realign herself, her home, and her heart. She laid out the school clothes, she folded the towels, she prepared the meals and set the table, even if it was just for one. It was never about being perfect. It was about being present. That's what I want to return us to today. A Sunday ritual where we prepare our outfits for the week, not just to avoid decision fatigue, but to protect our peace. Because when you have a clean dress ready for Tuesday, a blouse steamed for Thursday, and your lip gloss in your purse, you show up calm, centered, and prepared. And that affects everything. Part 3. Outfit planning as a form of peace. Here's a simple challenge. Tonight, go into your wardrobe and plan 5 outfits. One for running errands, one for work, one for a quiet coffee moment, one for church or reflection, one for a friend date or a dinner. Lay them out. Match your bags, polish your shoes, steam your blouse. This is not about performance, it's about preparation. Decision fatigue is real. Every morning you are flooded with choices. And when you don't plan, you give away your calm before the day even begins. The woman who shows up well-dressed is not always the wealthiest, but she's usually the one who respected herself enough to prepare. And she is noticed, she is remembered, she is respected. Part 4. Small luxuries, big transformations. Let me tell you something that changed my life. Small luxuries are not about money. They are about meaning. A beautiful teacup, a pair of gold earrings you wear on your slow mornings, a spritz of perfume before making breakfast, a fresh white shirt that makes you walk a little taller. These are not shallow. These are sacred because they remind you are worth being cared for. I remember a woman from my childhood. She was not rich, but her home smelled like lavender and cinnamon tea. Her clothes were always pressed, and every time I visited, there was a tray with cake, tea, and real napkins. She didn't need wealth. She had elegance, and that memory never left me. Part 5. Preparing for the week ahead. Sunday is not just a day of rest. It's a divine rhythm, a soft reset. When you take time to prepare your wardrobe, care for your skin, lay out your planner, and reflect in silence, you're not being extra, you're being wise. A calm week doesn't happen by accident, it's cultivated through beauty, through order, through the little details that the world may never notice. But you will, because how you care for your surroundings is often a mirror of how you care for your soul. softly, with intention. Let's bring back the Sunday table. Let's reclaim the right to dress up for no reason, to wear a soft dress, light a candle, and open the door to those we love. Let's be the women who bring back elegance and peace, one small ritual at a time. Subscribe and comment below. I protect what matters. You are not behind. You are being refined. Part 6. 3 elegant looks that restore your calm. If you want to begin romanticizing your life again, start with your clothing. Not the most expensive outfit, the most intentional. Let me show you what I mean. Look 1. The ivory knit set for slow mornings. Imagine a cream knit set, soft on the skin, warm but breathable. You light your candle, sip tea by the window, and journal for 5 minutes before the day begins. Add gold hoops and a nude lip balm. You've already won the morning. Look 2. The modest midi for Sunday peace. A muted floral midi dress with sleeves and a soft A-line fit. You wear it barefoot around the house as you set the table with fresh fruit, or you pair it with low heels for church. The point is, you feel beautiful, covered, composed, and that affects how your children, your spouse, and even strangers respond to you. Look 3. The belted vest. Look for quiet power. A soft tailored vest in muted yellow or oatmeal over wide-leg trousers. It says, I'm calm. I'm not rushing. But I command the room. And you do. Whether you're going to work, to dinner, or a quiet afternoon in town, this outfit is power, whispered. If this video is helping you feel seen, would you leave a comment? I read every single one. Write this: I'm ready to restore my elegance. And if you've already planned your outfits for the week, tell me what you're wearing Monday. Let's inspire each other. Part 7. Elegance and family values. You know what else elegance protects? Family values. In this modern age, everything feels rushed, disconnected. But there's something sacred about keeping old traditions alive. Like getting dressed up for Sunday, even if you're just staying home after church. Preparing a simple home-cooked meal with real plates and soft music in the background. Sitting around the table with loved ones, sharing what God has done this week. Hosting friends with dignity, lighting a candle, serving tea, asking thoughtful questions. These are not outdated customs. They are anchors, they calm the soul, they restore the spirit. And when we pass them on to our daughters, our friends, our community, we're preserving something holy, something healing. Part 8. Grooming, self-respect, and presence. Style is not just about what you wear. It's how you carry your body, how you speak, how you move through space. So here's your reminder. Eat at the table, even if you're alone. Speak slowly and look people in the eyes. Do your hair. Wear your perfume. Treat your body with care so it can carry you with grace. You deserve it. Not because of status, but because you are a woman. And when you reclaim your elegance, you start showing up in the world differently. Not bitter, not burnt out, but calm, soft, in command. Part 9. Elegance as a form of healing. There's a kind of healing that no therapist can prescribe. A peace that no self-help book can explain. It's what happens when you light a candle, pour warm water over your hands, and breathe in the scent of your favorite perfume. It's when you brush your hair, not for anyone else, but for the little girl inside you who once dreamed of being beautiful. When you return to elegance, you return to her. You see, elegance is not just what you wear. It's how you protect your nervous system. The world is loud, harsh, scrambled, but elegance is slow. It's the long exhale, the soft touch, the silence between the noise. And in that silence, your healing begins. Part 10. Elegance and emotional stability. You know what I've learned about truly elegant women? They don't just look beautiful. They bring order into their homes, into their relationships, into themselves. Because when you feel well in your body, when you've taken 10 minutes to moisturize your skin, press your skirt, and put on a pair of pearl earrings, you don't raise your voice so quickly. You don't spiral from one task to the next. You breathe, you delegate, you remain calm, and that is power. Not the power of aggression, but the power of peace. That's what elegance gives you. Part 11, the viewer's legacy. One day, a child will remember how your home smelled, lavender and linen, or leftover stress and burnt out energy. One day, a friend will remember how you walked into a room, soft blouse, warm perfume, clean posture, or frazzled, distracted, and absent from the moment. You get to decide. You are the atmosphere setter. You are the rhythm keeper. You are the standard bearer. And even if no one else says it out loud, you deserve to be surrounded by softness. You deserve a wardrobe that brings you peace, not panic. You deserve a home where beauty lives. Part 12, comments that prove this matters. At Best Life Daily wrote, "I'm in my 60s. I remember when you didn't leave the house without looking presentable. Now, people apologize for their appearance instead of honoring themselves with beauty. I still buy lipstick when I'm feeling low, and it works. To you, I say thank you for keeping the light on, for being the memory that reminds younger women. This used to be normal, but now it's time to make it normal again." At Jane Ballinger 9337 said, "I'm ready to reclaim my wardrobe." Yes, Jane, and so many of us are with you. Reclaim your wardrobe, reclaim your peace, reclaim your essence, and don't forget to check the links to some of my favorite pieces, dresses, perfumes, and soft home touches that will help you build this lifestyle beautifully. I am the keeper of calm. My elegance is my strength. My values are my legacy. If you're still here, this message was meant for you. Subscribe if you haven't yet. We're building more than a channel. We're building a movement, a return to dignity, beauty, and order from the inside out. You'll learn how to heal through style, self-worth, and soft living, step by step, because elegance is not just what you wear. It's what holds you together. My elegance is essential. My peace is sacred. I am returning to myself. If no one has told you this lately, your elegance is not extra. It's essential. You are the calm in your home, the beauty in your family, the softness this world desperately needs. And when you embrace that, you don't just look different, you live differently. Share this video with a woman who's ready to return to herself. And if you're preparing your outfits tonight, let me know in the comments. My elegance is not extra, it's essential. Write it below if this speaks to you. And if you're new here, welcome to our circle. Subscribe, stay close, and let's continue this return to elegance.